Sweet daisy light and dreamy. Dip it with chips, it's extra creamy. Spoon it, swirl it, mash it, savor it. Dollop on top, it's a family favorite.
Every time I try to give Samsung some credit about something they've made to compete with Apple and Google, they always fail me at every turn. One of the ongoing jokes made by them is good old Bixby. It's not good at all, not even a little bit. Meanwhile, everyone is going, hey Siri, hey Google, hey Alexa, getting proper results promptly that actually make those things worth using despite collecting all your data every second of every day. Meanwhile, I'm over here holding down my Bixby button, crying out into the night as it constantly fails to follow through on the most basic of tasks. Hey Bixby, Bixby, help, help, hey Bixby, please. To be fair, Bixby has updated and improved a lot, but to be fair, they had a lot of ground to cover from being terrible to being decent. Let's not be crazy and call it good.
What's cringe? Wait, am I allowed to see that?
The first issue, that fucking button.
Get the fuck out of here!
The Bixby button being on my phone causes me physical anguish and pain constantly. Whenever you hit it by accident, Bixby launches saying, to whatever you were doing, to whatever you were watching, it doesn't give a fuck. Obviously, with newer phones, the Bixby button was removed because it wasn't intuitive to just have this one shit button on your phone you didn't even want to use. Obviously, you could go in and remap it, but 90% of users aren't going to know that, nor would they find another use outside of ensuring Bixby doesn't appear on their phone. Despite all this, I decided to purchase an S20 Ultra with the hopes of using all of its smart features, figuring if I was getting a flagship phone, I'd like to use everything it had to offer. Unfortunately, Bixby was one of the things it had to offer. Here's one of many examples. Alright, Bixby, set a timer for 5 minutes. Then Bixby comes up and begins loading. Alright, let's not be too harsh. That might be a fluke or a crash after receiving a command. Shit like that happens. Hey, Bixby, set a timer for 5 minutes. Okay, now the bar came up, but it didn't record anything I said. It's loading. Alright. Third time's the charm. Maybe I was mumbling a little bit. Hey Bixby, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Setting a timer for 55 minutes.
Bixby, I trusted you. I had more faith in you than 90% of Samsung's user base. Needless to say, that faith was misplaced in every regard. Now, I may be hard on the Sega 32X of voice assistants, but Bixby does have very powerful features that are heavily integrated into your phone via Samsung's proprietary apps. Whether or not you actually use those apps is a different story. Along with the ability to make quick phrases, also known as voice shortcuts, you can execute commands that could take several words or a full sentence in just 2 or 3. Personalized responses and location-based reminders as well, such as reminding you to pick up some trash bags on your way home from work or reminding you to start preheating the oven as soon as you get inside your house. Small and simple things like that make Bixby worth using despite its flaws. And to be honest, these days Bixby isn't even that unintuitive or hard to use. It was just so consistently inconsistent upon release and the following years after that just now it's finally in a state that it's worth using. The problem is that Samsung's done literally nothing to give anybody a reason to give this shit another chance.